every facet of myself. I got to. I just love how we get to express ourselves as one and infinity, infinite beings. I love how energies show me when it's no longer reciprocal to speak to them or exchange energy. It's usually some passive unkindness that they necessarily don't see, but I do. And if you make it to where I don't want to play with you, then we ain't playing together. Let's exist, talk, share my innate creativity. And it could be as simple as how you choose to respond to every facet of you and project it into my space when I choose to exchange energy with you. If I deem it as not reciprocal and nurturing to every facet of both of us, I just won't talk to you again. And I don't have to. Just because I'm a lighthouse does not mean you get to dock at my port. And so I see why I've stated certain things at times. Like I'll listen to the children because they are interviewing children to be workers. Volunteers, as people say. And the children will speak that they hate kids. Well, they're not goats, for one. And it's you not caring about facets of yourself. Those children deserve to exist. I used to state how I enjoyed children more when they didn't have teeth. And I know why I stated that. And it's because we're taught to perpetuate. We're taught to be carbon copies of our parents. The things children say, they're being taught in every facet. So now I get that I was just being unkind to facets of me as I was taught to be. I was taught that I was unwelcome, unworthy. Everything that is in the definition of bad, which is so much. And in the polar opposite, you have the good being perpetual bully abusive narratives and dogmas and conditionings. Oh, that's what I was going to do. And that doesn't help. Any facet of me either as a multifaceted being. So shedding of the narratives that seek harm to any facet of my multifaceted being is key to thriving. And so at this facet of my experience, it's just me. I know that the infinite mommy is shifting around me and that the world is against me. I see how energies choose to harm other energies in their chosen freedom. You hear the dome on the back of that? Because they're wanting energies to act as they are, acting. Taught in perpetuation how to act when you're not on a stage. This existence isn't a stage. And when you are taught that it's a stage, then you're always acting and performing how you think someone wants to see you, how you're choosing to perceive yourself. And you're resonating with how other energies are acting in their chosen bully abusive narratives with what they've been taught. Well, then you're just acting and masking. You're not living innately in your free will. And for me, I need more than that in this life. And So I'm okay without acting, without masking. Avoid these gender roles, their dogmas and multifaceted conditionings. I love every facet of me. I love how I can take care of every facet of me and speak about my calm system in balance and allow every external infinite being in existence to speak about their nervous system as they choose. I don't seek to change how you want to exist. Little 47, they've been given the ability to do exactly what they're doing with the cognitive dissonance of a lot of us in this space over here in the wild, wild west. And we get to do greater than this better, because for me, the second definition of better speaks of dis-ease. And I'm not perpetuating any type of dis-ease. I looked up, saw an energy that I had chosen to exchange with in my free will, and they were like, my people, and I ended up choosing to look this word up, or how the definition of it actually goes. And it's energies that choose to believe the same, think the same, in community, and that's great and all. Yet, I'm not your people, and I don't want to be your people. The next instance was another facet of their experience that they're sharing, and they're like, I'm in the C, they're in the chronic pain club, and see, I don't want to experience with you. I am not in that. I choose to consume things that are helping my self-healing organism instead of harming me in every facet. And it took me a while to be able to stop how I was taught to perpetuate. And as I'm processing with being put into foster care and being treated the exact same way in another facet as the abuse that I was taken away from, because I looked up Ward of the State, and it states how you're taken out of one abusive situation and put in another abusive situation is what it is. Because that's what ends up happening. Someone thinks that they can do better. The government allowed other people to abuse me after taking me from one abusive parent. And while they physically abused me, the other ones energetically and physically abused my body. They didn't put their hands on me necessarily in ways that they remember. But at one point, I was gaslit. I didn't push your face into... Yeah, actually you did. And with all the matter in existence, you cannot tell me that what happened didn't happen, even if you are choosing to consume things that help you forget. Because I remember when you project that you forgot. And there's no shame, blame, and guilt in that. It's just, I require and need. I need eternally more. And so, I give it to me. And so instead of me looking for someone to come into my existence, and if they're not giving me this and they're not giving me that, I cut them off. Okay, great. And if I'm unwilling to give every facet of what I'm expecting external energies to give to me, how do you expect an external energy to give to you if you're refusing to give to every facet of you? It's not their job. It is not a man's job to be a protector. It is not a woman's job to be a cleaner. If you are not able to take care of every facet of you, you will keep creating experiences, because internal manifests external in what you're fussing about, because you're refusing to do that introspective, integrative clerk. By definition of ego, it tests realities. We have a whole beautiful, dogmatic, bully abusive narrative called spirituality that has most of existence, including me at one point. And it's okay to tap in with things and then to tap out of them, because I should be innately growing, shifting, changing with the seasons. But it'll kill off your ego. Or we just say these words and keep perpetuating. Somebody shared something. They don't care for the religious dogmas, and yet you're steady sharing an actor ascending for Easter Sunday, or God said this, and if you're not believing in religious dogmas, then stop perpetuating the religious dogmas that you're not believing in. Energies will tap in with something and keep using these words. There was one baby, and they millions of views and likes and comments, and Jesus did. You weren't alive then. You can tell me about how the 47th and this external government just took out all these people and did this, that, and the other because it's shown to you on the news and what you're choosing to watch. And while, yes, it happened, you can't tell me why your whole body is swollen right now and your hands are the size of grapefruit. If you're unwilling to do that internal introspection and you're so willing to speak in the external, that's not reciprocal for me to exchange energy with you. So, no, not oblivious, and definitely in my bliss. But my ego helps me and assists me to allow you to create your one in infinity expansive nurturing realities, so I can create my one in infinity expansive nurturing narratives and realities. I don't want to live like any other external energy. I don't want to live as a celebrity. I don't want to live as you, your mama, the abusers who taught me, raised me. I keep flowing forward into the foster mother with her child being told that she can't consume red meat and them still having me eat it. Me still choosing to eat it, and yet as a child I didn't have choice. And then I still chose to perpetuate that for at least 20-something, 15-something seasons after that, until I hit a certain season to where then I tapped in with another tool and allowed it to rule my existence, that alkaline veganism, where the person who most know people for it is a doctor who is a self-proclaimed doctor who helped people stop consuming certain things and got in trouble for embezzlement, stealing from the people who were assisting him, etc. And the cognitive dissonance of it is you don't speak for me. And I was still choosing to consume meat at that point, listening to some external energy. Don't eat this, eat that. When spelt's a hybrid grain, and it's okay. It is what it is. But to be fussing about how, if you think that summer is going to happen, every season happens, whether you think it is or not, with your false evidence appearing real in your content creation on your platform, speaking dis-ease to your audience that's choosing to eat it up, creating those narratives for their expansive realities, and you don't speak for me. So I'm not a content creator. I wouldn't want to be. To be paid by any social media platform isn't nurturing to any facet of me, because that means you're pushing the narratives that they deem for your realities. The same as claiming an adult. Claiming that you're an adult when you're speaking for yourself. Claiming adult again. Choosing to do somebody else's mundane task that they deem necessary for your expansive nurturing narratives and realities. Are they paying those bills that you continue to fuss about? No. Okay, so why are you creating them and fussing about what you create? So, 6 seasons ago, I created space for me to no longer have bills. And it creates new experiences every season, where there's always a summer, spring, fall, and winter. Since I don't agree with 47 or any of the 46 before them, I don't play along in that system. And yet I was birthed into this space. And it's important for every energy in this space to be able to have food, water, and shelter. I was shown another video the other day where there's whole countries, and this one is just the video on Cuba. There's whole cities who are in a constant state of rolling blackouts, who have the ability to build whatever they want to assist them, who have sun during the day, who still have water. You see cars driving around, and there's a 5-star hotel with complete electricity. And to even pay them any currency around you, whether it's privately owned or not, they don't care for you. 47, 46, and every other government official does not care about the energies that are us, that keep voting for them and giving them our power and energy, and you fussing about it. And you have the ability to be your own self-authority. They show, look at how they look. And that ain't even a judgment. They show you that they don't care about their facets. They show you what's important, and it's the greed. So why do you keep choosing evil? Because we're choosing the lesser. And that's another bully abusive narrative that I don't conform to. Because why? Anything that seeks harm and control over external energies, and there are justified reasons for any facet, including me speaking shit about somebody I've dated. With everything that we came through, I get to use the experience for eternal blooming growth. I chose that. Half of existence over here has chosen 47. And if they were in the position of the other infinite beings, they would feel some type of way. But yet, we have this beautiful privilege, and you have a privilege to go vote and have the cognitive dissonance and choose to perpetuate and live in dis-ease and chronic illness and perpetuate as you choose, and I get to transmute and live without dis-ease, without perpetuation as I choose, and you don't have any say-so in it, any say-so whatsoever. So I thank you for using your free will to create the realities that you choose. For me, I'm going to continue imagining more because my lineage needs it. I need it. And so I do it. I choose to invest in every facet of me. Each yay, so I can create eternally more. Keep thriving.